Hi, today we are breaking down a date from the First Dates TV show, and if this date were a cocktail, I'd call it modern dating. A mix of high hopes, unresolved trauma, neediness, awkward flirting, drama, and some whiskey. Cheers!
Blind dates intimidate me. They are tough. They are mental gymnastics. You're thinking of something to say. Sometimes I rely a little too much on, I'll do it if I can have a couple beers before I go do it, What do I owe you?
Oh, I'm just gonna start a tab for you and I'll transfer it to your table.
Very cool.
So you're more of a relationship guy, or?
I've never been, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I've liked what I've ever been, you know what I mean?
Right.
So maybe it's time for a change.
Okay.
Okay, so our guy is 27 years old, he will mention it later, and he's never been into a relationship so far. Probably just a few situationships. And I wish I could say that I'm surprised, but this is way more common than you think. I was reading a research recently according to which 63% of men in their 20s in the US are single. Almost 2 out of 3 young men are single. For women, it is 1 out of 3. So yeah, unfortunately, the fact that this perfectly normal 27-year-old gentleman has never been into a relationship is totally unsurprising to those observing the modern dating mess.
This dress was a bad choice.
Dylan's date is Yvonne,
Hi.
a 28-year-old financial analyst who hopes tonight will give her a chance to start over.
Okay, so our lady is a 28-year-old financial analyst living in Chicago. She is young, attractive in a big city, so she is in high demand in the dating market, and I would expect her to be quite demanding as well when it comes to her ideal partner requirements. However, although she is young, she is also in what I call the danger zone in dating. That's roughly the age range between 25 and 45 years old, give or take a couple of years, in which people are in general way more difficult to successfully match and get into new relationships, relative to younger and older people. And that happens for a variety of reasons. I've created an entire video on the danger zone, feel free to check it out. So they are both in the early stages of the danger zone. The deeper we get within the danger zone, the more difficult it gets. So let's see how it goes. Place your bets.
Hello, hi, welcome.
How are you?
Fantastic.
I'm looking for a kind, intelligent, funny guy that likes dogs and music and traveling.
Looking for a kind, intelligent, and funny guy who likes dogs, music, and traveling. There is probably more than that. However, she knows she's on TV, she is a clever corporate lady, and in the corporate world, we learn to prioritize political correctness over honesty, but it could be just that. We can never really know.
Come, let me introduce you.
Thank you. I just am not attracted to people that take things too seriously, and there's no reason to take yourself or life too seriously.
Please have a seat here.
Hi.
This is your date.
Hi. Yvonne, nice to meet you.
Dylan, are you serious? My name is Dylan.
Nice to meet you. How long have you been here?
Oh, like 20 minutes?
Sorry.
No worries.
I haven't been on a first date since I broke up with my ex-boyfriend months ago.
She broke up with her ex months ago, so maybe she is ready emotionally to move on, or maybe not. We need more info.
How old are you?
27. How old are you?
You're younger than me, 28.
28. Have you always been
Still
this...
young and naive.
Have you always been this beautiful?
Okay, so he's already complimented her twice. The first one was less verbal, but he still showed his enthusiasm. It's okay up to this point, but let's hope he does not overdo it.
I have this automatic presumption that guys aren't trustworthy, and then they have to prove it to me to kind of build that trust.
Automatic presumption that guys are not trustworthy. Again, as we said, we are in the danger zone, which, among other things, often includes past experiences, disappointment, betrayal, trauma, leading to bitterness, cynicism, and difficulty in trusting people. So, dating within the danger zone is in hard mode.
When I was in middle school, I was really gangly and like awkward stage for sure, and I had braces. Being the weirdo, I guess, like when I was way younger, I think it's definitely helped me with hopefully building personality instead of just being like, you know?
I didn't grow until senior year of high school. Actually, middle school was mean, wasn't it?
Middle school is not a nice time.
I agree. When I was younger, I was super small for a long time, so I didn't hit puberty till way late. Being a late bloomer kind of feels like being left behind, to be honest with you.
Thank you. All right.
Nice gesture, he keeps it playful and flirtatious.
That late bloomer's still inside me. You're like model hot, if you don't mind me saying that.
I don't take compliments well, but thank you.
You are like model hot. And she replies, I don't take compliments well, but thank you. So he is over complimenting. I mean, she is an attractive young lady in a big city. She's heard all this a gazillion times. At this point, they are probably just noise to her. He could still show that he was attracted to her, perhaps non-verbally, or he could make more specific, custom-made compliments. For example, he could comment on her style or some specific feature on her face he found attractive, such as her shining eyes, or the cute dimples when she smiled, or the intriguing shape of her nose, whatever. It could be anything, just not the generic, you are beautiful, you are hot. That means absolutely nothing to her when it comes from just another dude.
I heard this steak is good, but then it just says steak and crab for two.
Let's just do it.
Okay, regarding the alcohol. They are saying that it is not good to rely on alcohol when it comes to socializing. I'd say do whatever you think helps you perform better. But knowing and not exceeding our limits with alcohol is always recommended. I think our guy here had a couple of drinks more.
Do you use Tinder and stuff?
Ooh, Tinder.
He asked me if I've ever been on it. Have I ever used it?
Yeah.
Have you ever used it?
No.
Lie, dirty lie.
My major in college was criminology and criminal justice, and so I automatically think people are serial killers. I guess that's why I'm single for long periods of time in between relationships.
Yep, by not using the dating apps, she probably spared herself from meaningless situationships and additional trauma. Good for her.
My last relationship was 5 months ago. When you can't trust a guy, it's probably one of the worst feelings ever. Or when you're in a relationship where you're being lied to, it's a nauseating, aching feeling. It's horrible.
A nauseating, aching feeling. Again, she looks traumatized from her last relationship, and the way she describes the pain felt when she'd been lied to, I don't know. I'm not sure whether she's ready to move on.
I went on it. It was more like people watching. You know what I mean? I would go on it, and my roommates would be like, "Look at this girl. She's nuts."
That's horrible.
It's not good.
There's no way in hell that you've never met up with someone and you just did it for and giggles.
No, I never ever met up with anyone.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Okay, she can't believe that he's never met anyone from Tinder. I, however, 100% believe him, knowing how impossible online dating is for the average man. He's probably a bit above average, but I mean around the average spectrum. So he's practically invisible on these apps. She's probably comparing him with female friends of hers who practically get an infinite amount of options, By the way, these are mostly options for situationships and not for quality long-term relationships, so to a large extent it is an illusion of infinite choice when it comes to serious relationships, but in any case, she can't comprehend how different the male experience on dating apps is versus the female experience.
You guys doing good on drinks? Another round?
Can I have another Moscow meal, please?
Give me a Moscow meal.
2 meals?
They're gonna die.
Love it.
Dates are kind of weird, right?
They're horrible.
But they can be fun.
Yeah.
Right now, we're having a little bit of fun. Have you ever slept with a guy on the first date?
No.
Unnecessary question, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think?
Have you ever slept with a guy on the first date?
If he pays for everything.
Is it for me?
No, it absolutely wasn't.
What is this?
Cheers,
Cheersing?
you gotta cheers the bread.
Cheese with the bread. Playful. I like it.
I absolutely feel like there's a girl out there for me, yeah.
Did you pregame the date?
I had wine.
A glass?
Yep.
I see those leftward tilting eyes.
I found the right one a few times and mucked it up. I just don't always think things totally through, if that makes sense.
Yep, he already has regrets about opportunities he missed. Now he's single, in the danger zone, and opportunities will only keep diminishing. He probably already had the best opportunity he would ever have, and things will only keep getting harder. The sooner he seals the deal, the better deal he will be able to make. Generally speaking, there are always exceptions, of course. Some win the lottery, but you can't count on that, can you?
Just gotta use the restroom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, this girl's a smoke show. She's like model hot. She is a real 10. If I told you that I didn't know what her name was, would you call me nuts? I have no idea what her name is, and I don't know how to figure it out either.
Okay, he forgot the name, no big deal, it happens. One good way of finding out the name you forgot would be by introducing someone to them so that you can listen to the name, but whatever, just nicely asking again for the name is just fine.
If I told you were very pretty again, would you find it weird?
God.
So he continues with the compliments, the generic cookie cutter compliments. This time he went with the super original, you are very pretty. That's probably the first time someone put these words together in this order, after she specifically told him that she doesn't like compliments. He keeps putting her on a pedestal that she doesn't want to be.
There you go, guys. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Trying to split it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She offers to split the bill, he refuses and offers to pay. That's the proper ritual.
Trying to think about the last time I had my card. Yeah, somebody's gotta have my card.
Anyway, it turns out that he forgot or lost his card and eventually she paid. Unfortunate, but it can happen. Okay, let's move on to the verdict.
No, it's
Not close out before the bar.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you absolutely have to worry about it. What did, Coming out here?
Yeah.
The date was fantastic. I actually loved the date. Do you want to have a dramatic kiss outside?
I don't kiss on the first date.
So, what do you think? Do we have a match? Feel free to pause the video and share your prediction in the comments. We'll continue in 3, 2, 1.
I would love to take you out again. If you would have me.
You really think there's like the spark and the chemistry? Really?
No.
Well, then why would you want a second date with someone you don't feel like that?
To make it happen.
You can't force something like that. It's like a chemical reaction. No, you can't.
Let's just give it a shot.
I just can't do it. I'm really sorry.
All right.
Bye.
Oh my God. That's. You probably screwed that up a little bit.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Man. Worst date of my life. Going on this date proved to me that I think even though you want it to help you get over your past relationship, sometimes it makes you miss, when you had that connection and had that like spark and chemistry.
Okay, she definitely did not get over her past relationship. She still carries that emotional baggage. And I have the feeling that in her mind, she kind of idealized that relationship, making it almost impossible for some by default imperfect man to compete with the perfect ghost that she created in her mind. She has some work to do with herself first in order to unlock herself and be open to something new. Because currently it is a toxic environment for something new to grow and flourish. And now, connecting the dots backwards, the truth is that she never really gave our guy a chance in this date. Not that he performed particularly well, but I think that she was locked emotionally and unwilling to truly connect.
Sorry.
That's modern dating. Unfortunately, it is not for the faint-hearted. I wish the best of luck to both of them. It will probably be a bumpy ride. They both entered the danger zone being single, but hopefully both of them will eventually make it and get what they want. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.